It's Monday, February 24th. Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. I hope you had a great weekend. We're joined by Brittany Pacheco and Dr. Michael Edwards on the show today.
Hello, yeah.
Thanks for being here. We're going to tell you're the chair of the Black History Scholarship Gala. We're going to talk about that in a moment, hear all the details there. But, you know, we weren't here Friday.
We weren't.
It was a crazy start to the weekend.
I mean, technically Thursday. I mean,
yeah.
It happened Thursday.
You want to tell them what happened?
Yeah, it was very unfortunate. But you know what? It was almost like having a 3-4 day weekend for us in a way.
Well, I don't know. We still had stuff to do on Friday.
The idea that we could not be in the building because of an ongoing sewage leak was really nasty.
So we're at 3100 Main in downtown Houston. The building is a bit older, would you say?
It is.
It's a bit older. And we had a bit of a problem Thursday, and it was right after the show.
Right after the show, right around noon, that's when we got the word about.
Yeah, let's just say a smell started wafting around the studio. We're in the basement here, and we got the brunt of it.
Yeah.
But there was a problem in the building. Yeah, in the first floor was bad as well. It was a problem in the building, so they had to evacuate 3100 Main.
Yep.
We all went home.
Yep.
Even whether you had stuff to do, they were kicking people out of HCCTV. People were editing, and they made them leave.
Yeah.
But
it was a health hazard.
It was. It certainly was. So we all went home, and then Friday we were told no go.
No go.
So the show wasn't on the air Friday, and we appreciate you joining us today because we're usually on every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Unless there's a sewage leak.
Unless there's a building issue. It was a maintenance issue, but it's been corrected, and we're back here today. So we're in the midst of Black History Month, and we're wrapping up the month with our scholarship gala. We're going to talk about that in a moment.
Yeah, but first we want to, in recognition of Black History Month, we want to share our condolences to the family of Katherine Johnson, who was the very well-known American mathematician who worked for NASA, who the movie Hidden Figures was depicted on.
Absolutely.
She passed away this morning at the age of 101.
Wow.
And it's so sad to hear that. I mean, what she did for NASA and for all those, first and subsequent, U.S. Space flights, she was pivotal. Not just in that field, but just pivotal for women of color. And then I know she's inspired so many people, women, men, what have you, in the STEM field. And so it's very unfortunate to hear that she passed. However, she had a very fulfilled, blessed life, and it's just such a coincidence that it happened during Black History Month.
Sure.
And she, again, as I said, she was pivotal.
You think of what we went out in outer space with as far as computer power.
Yeah.
And it's amazing we were able to get out of a city, much less launch a rocket into space and then bring it back. And it's all because of people like this lady who sat there, crunched the numbers, did all the formulas by hand to supplement the computer shortage at that time.
Exactly, and I think many astronauts wouldn't go into space without her calculations. They wouldn't trust the computer, they trusted her.
Absolutely.
So.
Incredible lady, great life, and condolences to her family.
Outstanding.
So we've got the Black History Scholarship Gala coming up on Saturday, and you guys always pull out the guests for the show, and you've got a great lineup for this year as well.
Well, this year we're quite pleased. We have two acclaimed actresses.
Yes.
Miss Robin Givens and Miss Lynn Whitfield.
Right.
And they're going to be fabulous.
Yeah.
How we got that special elixir to get them on the same stage at the same time is another story all in itself. That may have to be another episode.
Absolutely. I know we'll be there
great.
covering it, so you'll see video of it next week and beyond on social media here and on Up to the Minute. But just the details, Lynn Whitfield and Robin Givens are the keynote speakers. It's Saturday, February 29th. Starts at 6 p.m.
Starts at 6 p.m. That's the VIP reception.
Okay.
The program actually starts at 7 o'clock, so the
Okay.
doors will open officially for the gallery for all the guests.
And this is where at?
And 1600 Lamar Street, Hilton Americas.
You guys have had it there before.
We've had it there before.
It's a
We
great
hadn't
hotel.
been there in years past, which you know.
Yep.
This year we returned. Houston, we returned back to where it all started.
Where it all started. The empowerment of black women is the topic they'll be speaking on. And this is the 13th year for the Black History Scholarship Gala?
We've had, over the years, celebrated figures like Spike Lee, James Earl Jones, Julian Bond from the Senator.
My first year working here was the year that he spoke, and he came into our office to do like a little video interview and what have you. And I'm like, this is really cool. He walked with MLK. Like, this is, I believe so, right? He was a
Well,
civil rights
yes,
activist.
yes.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
following
And then
MLK.
we followed that
following
up with
MLK,
Jesse
sorry.
Jackson.
Yeah, yeah.
Reverend Al Sharpton. So we've had some great folks that have
Sidney
given us the
Poitier?
honor.
Sidney
Well,
Poitier?
not yet. Not yet. James Earl Jones.
James Earl
That's
Jones.
But
Wow.
not yet.
Epic.
Not yet.
Wow.
We haven't had Sidney Poitier yet.
Well, he's
Or
incredible.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah, Denzel
but
Washington.
we'll
Yeah,
have to
there'll be some
work-
good ones
we'll have
on
to work
there.
on that.
Yeah.
But this year is so key because there have been sort of like a high water mark.
Yeah.
Even for our board. You know, we have 4 black women now on our
Right.
board. There are so many black female judges in the area and
Right.
elected politicians. It seemed only fitting that our theme
Sure.
should be empowerment of black women.
I
So
know-
look forward to it.
You know, you mentioned Harris County judges that are now African-American women, and I think there are like 13 or so that have been elected
Yes.
in the last round of election.
Yes.
And it's kind of historical because they had a picture of everybody
Yes,
taking
they
pictures of
did.
them on the court or on the steps up to the courthouse.
It was really
Yes.
cool.
Yeah.
Yes,
It was
yes.
such a really, really cool moment.
Well, it's indicative of a sign of the time.
Right.
Yep.
You know,
Definitely.
we've got at least 3 generations that are very active, and we're smart enough to tap into that.
Absolutely. And you've got Camberell Marshall is the MC this year?
Camberell's the MC, although our dynamic duo usually also has Melanie Lawson.
Oh,
of
yes.
Local
Yeah,
fame.
yeah.
She's going to pop in and out. There's so
Okay.
many events trying to compete with
Yeah.
us. Well, it actually just turned out.
Right.
A lot of events. It's leap year, so it's the last Saturday
Yeah.
of February.
Yes.
So we hope to have her do a little cameo appearance. It'll be good to see her.
That'd be lovely.
Do they also get to hear from the students that have benefited from this at these galas?
When we first started 13 years ago, we had a little different format. We gave some local awards, we gave some national awards. Certainly, we listened to our keynote and guest speakers. This year, we're going to highlight more students as well, their stories. You'll meet them, Houston. You'll get to learn about their
Right.
experiences, and some of their stories are very, not just thought-provoking, but they'll pull at your heart. They'll
Well,
pull at your
it's
heart.
true. I mean, you're a product of scholarships here, you know, and it touches so many lives for these students. It really changes lives, you know, to
Yes.
help them get through school
Yes.
and to launch their life and career afterwards.
And
Well,
I think
I'm sorry.
No,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but I was just going to say I think having the guests of the gala hear from the students and actually
Mm-hmm.
hear how their contributions to scholarships benefit them,
Yeah.
because it makes all the difference in the world between whether they go to college or not. That was the case for me, and I'm sure there's hundreds of, not thousands, of students who are in that same boat. And
Well, it just takes a little bit of love.
Yeah.
Most people
Absolutely.
understand it. Just a little something to nudge you past some of the rough spots. And we've got some great accomplished students that are going to be
Absolutely.
there. And I keep calling them kids because I feel old, but they're actually grown adults who've managed to
Go to-
persevere.
Sure.
They persevere, and we're going to show a little bit of that. And you know, if we want to build more champions of hope, then
Yeah.
Houston, we challenge you. We got to be champions of hope.
Yep.
And so come out. It's a worthy cause.
Yes.
Please share your heart. Show a little love to these folks. You're going to make you proud.
Absolutely.
Going to make you proud.
And once again, it's happening this Saturday, February 29th, 6 p.m., the Hilton Americas Houston, 1600 Lamar. And for tickets, they can go to the website.
Go to the website, hccs.edu, Black History.
/Black
Slash
History.
Black
Yep.
History.
Dr. Michael Edwards, as always, thank you for joining us on the show and enlightening us about this great event you have coming up.
Well, thank you.
gonna be a
Glad to
great
be
time.
here. This is great.
Well,
Congratulations to y'all.
Dr. Edwards for a time was working with us here in communications, and he was the one that I approached when I talked about getting this podcast studio underway. I went to him and I said, "Hey, I've
Bump
got
it.
this idea.
Bump it. You the man.
I've got this
You the man.
idea,"
Oh,
and
my
he
God.
was, and he was like, let's do that. So,
you got
folks,
me
you're
blushing
watching this
now.
here. This is the man who helped us get this podcast
Yay.
studio
Oh,
launched.
thank you. Thank
And here you
for
are, a
saying
little
that.
over. It was a year ago, right
was a year
after
ago, yeah.
the holiday, when I approached
Yes.
the team and brought you down for the meeting.
Still have my eyebrows.
Yeah, And we are here
Oh,
in the
thank you.
product of the studio. We appreciate your help with getting
No,
this.
It's
thing-
really neat
Thank
experience.
you.
Getting this
It was a
underway.
pleasure.
And
Pleasure
because of
working
you,
with
I now actually have a cubicle instead of just a desk hanging
Oh,
out,
that's
in the middle of the
right.
room. So
Yeah.
yeah, thank you very much for
We
that.
did a little reorg upstairs as well, so
I love my
I
desk
did my
area.
best.
We-
It was a privilege.
Oh, it was
working
great
with
having
you.
you.
we
with us.
enjoyed having you with
Always
us. and It's
have.
always good to have you down here. Stick around for the
Always.
rest of the show. We've got a
Okay,
few more
we have
things
to.
we're going to go
Sure.
through.
Thank you.
Events and announcements. We'll tell you how to get your events and announcements on here in a little while. But
Yep.
the first one involving African Americans in the vote.
It's crucial. I feel it's our civic duty to be able to vote and to exercise our right to vote. And considering that African Americans weren't allowed to vote until 1965, millennials are the only one or two generations removed from laws that prevented their parents and grandparents from voting. That's incredible.
And the guest speaker, Tammy Lane Campbell, will discuss milestone legislation, historical movements, representation at a federal, state, and local level, and voter engagement since the Voting Rights Act of 1965. Tammy Lane Campbell, you recognize that name?
Shardae's mom.
Shardae's mom,
Shardae's
that's
mom.
right.
Yep.
That's going to be...
that's going on right now.
Yeah, that's today, and
It's
it
going
happens
on literally
10
right
to
now.
11 a.m. So
At
if
Spring
you're-
Branch Eagle Room.
If you're at the Spring Branch campus after you finish watching us, just swing on over there. I'm sure you can find Sharday will be over there somewhere. Tell
Yeah.
her we said hi, and we'll see her on Friday. And make sure you tell Miss Campbell hello from us as well.
Yes.
So Mardi Gras is almost here. Do you ever go down to New Orleans and party a
When I-
little bit during Mardi
When
Gras?
I had a little more hair, if any. No, it's a fabulous
You're killing
opportunity.
me.
I mean, the beads are being tossed around.
Well, it's all about
Yeah,
the beads.
it's all about the
Yeah,
beads.
we'll go with that. Sure. It's just about the beads.
This is a rated G show, so.
Yeah, it's a sanctioned holiday where people are sanctioned to go crazy, is
Yeah.
what it is. It's a party, it's a festival. Well,
the
it
last
spreads
hurrah.
around. Yeah, it's the last hurrah before
Yeah.
you go into the Lent season.
Yes.
But Mardi Gras festivities are happening here on the HCC campuses.
They are, and there's two going on through the Central Campus Student Life Office, which is awesome. The first being today at 11 a.m. at the South Campus. If you're into, beads and gumbo, if you like getting your photo taken and can get some free T-shirts, you want to definitely go to this
Right.
event. So today is the South Campus Mardi Gras festivities, and tomorrow there will also be another festivity at the Central Campus in their San Jacinto gym. You don't want to miss out on that. Both events are happening at 11 a.m. Carl does it big.
He goes all out.
He
really
does things
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
with
he
student
does.
life.
These are
and,
huge events.
and listen, he's told me a little bit about what kind of entertainment's
They've
going to
got
be
a
there.
second line band that's going to be there, okay?
Listen,
That's how
I'm so
Carl
excited.
likes to roll.
I'm so
Really?
excited. So
Oh, yeah, a second
social-
line band.
Social media team's going to be covering it. So if you follow us on our platforms, be sure, I'll have the handles out for you later towards the end of the show, but be sure to follow us on social media to participate if you're not at these locations.
And HCC Northwest is getting to the Mardi Gras festivities.
Yeah.
So come eat, drink, and take a photo at the Masquerade booth.
Ooh.
They're serving king cake and refreshments tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the A-Leaf Haze Atrium. So if you can't make it to Bourbon Street,
cook.
I know it's just not the same, but you know what? You can have a safe party here at HCC, and because those Bourbon Street parties, they get a little shady at
Listen,
times.
the first time I
gotta
went to
watch
New
those.
Orleans, and the only time I've been to New Orleans, I was 14, and my brother-in-law tried to have us avoid Bourbon Street.
Oh, good luck with that. Yeah.
So, no, that I saw way too much.
I know, yeah. My grandmother, I grew up in New Orleans. My grandmother used to take me to the French Quarter, and that's how I got a chance to learn about the rich history of New Orleans.
Yes.
And, but we'd always go through the quarter. She'd take me to the museums. We'd go past Bourbon Street, and she'd say, look ahead. Don't look that way. Don't look that way. Don't look that way. Just look ahead. And I'd go,
Yeah. It's like Mardi Gras all the time on Bourbon Street. So,
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
it was. It was a lot back then, too. In the 70s, you think it's wild now? It was crazy back
I
then.
don't question
A
that
little
at
bit,
all.
a little bit crazier then.
I trust
But
your.
they have better beads now.
They have better beats now, yeah. A lot better things.
Okay,
in New
moving
Orleans.
on to career readiness workshops at the East Side campus. They're hosting two resume and career readiness workshops next week, or rather this week.
Right.
So the first, session one is beginning at 10 a.m. which is Tuesday, February 25th, and that's 10 a.m. to noon. The second session is happening this Wednesday, February 26th.
Excellent.
From 2 to 4 p.m., and all this is happening at the Eastside campus.
Yeah, and these are free workshops. If you want to really brush up and get out there and get a job and brush up on your resume, these are the workshops to go to. You know, you can go into that job interview ready with a good resume and ready to go. You can call for more information at 713-718-5030.
Yeah, take advantage of these free workshops because it's so beneficial.
It is.
So beneficial.
Life hacking workshops, another workshop you'll want to take advantage of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Good
do
stuff.
you
Good
Do you
stuff.
need some pointers on building your resume, Dr. Edwards? Who am I kidding? No, he doesn't. He's good.
I hope not.
We hope not.
No, but I got in my joke for the morning. Thank you.
I'm blushing.
I'm here all
I can't
week.
tell, but I'm blushing.
I'm here all week. No, but the Northwest Office of Student Life, they're having a life hacking workshop to learn strategies on the do's and don'ts of creating a marketable resume. Dr. Edwards will be there too, I'm sure,
happy to
teaching
show
everyone how to engage in group interviews and success. And this is presented by Henry Russell.
All right, it's at 12:15 on Tuesday, February 25th, on Mardi Gras again. I know if you can break yourself away from the partying that's going on, because at the same time at the A-Leaf Hayes building, there's another Mardi Gras party. So you can leave that. You can come to the Life Hacking Workshop at the A-Leaf Hayes Auditorium at 12:15.
Business
Life
first,
happens.
party
Yeah.
second.
Yeah, there you go. And you can count on us. We're continuing to spread the word about the census. The census is coming up, the 2020 census. We need you to take part in this because it's important to HCC and governments and local
is.
government, schools, because that's how we can receive funding from
Exactly.
the federal government and ultimately the state as well.
And participating in the census is 100% anonymous. It's completely confidential. It doesn't matter if you're a documented or an undocumented individual, participate.
And that's what they're trying to get across this year is to
Right.
please, if you are documented or undocumented, please take part in the census because it's going to help all of us. It's completely 100% confidential and anonymous. It's just about the numbers and getting a good head count on who's living here, and it affects clinics, programs, and school, including Houston Community College. You can keep an eye out just about a month away. You'll see all the reminders. Look for the promotions. You'll see some, we have some public service announcements that run here on social media and on HCCTV. And you can also respond to the census online, by phone, or by mail.
And it's easy if you go online to 2020census.gov for more information.
Yeah, so, you know, we're live on Facebook Live right now, right this second.
Yep.
And we're also live on YouTube as well right now.
You made your YouTube debut.
Oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
we just kicked off being live on YouTube. We're working on LinkedIn, if LinkedIn ever gets their act together.
Impressive.
Yeah, we're working on
Impressive.
getting live there.
The shade.
Yeah, and
impressive.
so we're trying to build our audience. So tell everyone you know about the show here. We do it at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time every Monday through Friday.
That we're
Absolutely.
in session, that we're here, yes, of course.
Impressive.
And we have other social media platforms for you to follow us on. So let's throw up that graphic right there with all our handles. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram using the same hashtag, handle, not hashtag, although it is almost the same, at We Are HCCS. Again, that's for Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Snapchat. Did you know we had Snapchat, Dr. Edwards?
Yeah.
Oh,
He was
good.
Impressive.
He remembers.
He
Snapchat.
remembers Snapchat. And Snapchat is at We Are HCC. And Todd, tell him about the handle.
Hashtag.
That is hashtag.
Hashtag is we are HCC. That is the hashtag. So
It's Monday morning.
if it is a Monday morning. So if you haven't seen your announcement here on the show, how can they do that?
Very simple. A few different options. You can direct message us on our different social media platforms. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and just send us a message. Or you can comment down below on this video. We'll
Yep.
read the comments after this live broadcast, and we'll respond as quickly as possible. And also, you can just email us. You've seen
Yep.
on the lower thirds our names, but also our email addresses, or just come on the show like Dr. Edwards
Yeah,
did today.
Dr. Edwards is on the show, and we'd love to have you on as well. Just let us know what you have going on. We'll get you on here. We're expanding our show after spring break. We're going to take a break for a week. We're going to come back, and then we're going to make Brittany work more. So we'll do a half-hour show.
Because I don't do enough as it is.
Yeah, she doesn't know. So we'll do a
More,
half-hour
more.
show after spring break. So we'll have
All right.
more guests on
I'm gonna
here.
head out.
See you later. Okay. We'll have more guests on the show and more
Including my
room
puppy.
for more activities. So we do appreciate you joining us today, and we look forward to having you when we have the new half hour. You have anything else?
Oh, well, I mean, real quick, we didn't get a chance to talk to our SGA president from Central Campus last week because of the sewage issue. However, just want to let you all know that an upcoming event hosted by SGA for the students is Walk to Vote. They're going to walk from Central Campus to the Randalls, which is the closest voting location here. So we'll talk a little bit more about that tomorrow.
We need to get them on the show.
We need to get them on the show.
Yeah, even if we
So there's that graphic right
have to
there.
bring a couple extra guests, we need to get them on the show.
Yes, so this is going to take place March 3rd, but we'll talk a little bit more about it throughout this week.
All right. Thank you for joining us today. Dr. Edwards, thank you for being here on the show as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Very nice, very nice.
Thank you. And we'll see you tomorrow here on Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis.
I'm Brittany Pacheco. Have a good one.